Hey guys, welcome back to East Music Ministry. So anyway, I just got back from church camp like a couple hours ago. I'm surprised I made it in the door. I mean, I'm very tired. So anyway, I'm just gonna go over my church camp notes, okay? I'm gonna try to remember what I can. I didn't take very precise notes. I kind of took just in general notes. And I'm gonna try to make daily devotional, kind of talking about what we did at church camp. Okay, now, church camp, we did, well, our theme was legacy, okay? And it was pretty obvious once you hear the actual story. So the camp that I went to has been a church camp for 100 years. The actual camp has been there for 100 years. So so they have a great legacy. They have an amazing legacy, a very long-lived legacy. So anyway, so they did legacy as a thing. That makes sense. So anyway, the very first thing that I took notes upon. Now, this is going to be all over the place, okay? I'm going to be talking about this and this and this and this and this. I'm going to be all over the place, okay? So, the story of the prodigal son is what we were talking about. Anyway, if you guys don't know the prodigal son, or what the story of the prodigal son, so anyway, what happened is, so, you have this son, okay? It's the youngest son, and, his father owns a ton of acres, okay? This is a parable. He owns tons of acres, tons of cattle, has a house in the back for kind of like slaves or something like that to work on, for them to sleep on. They live on the farm. So the youngest son goes up to his father. He's like, okay, so I'm wanting to get out of here. I don't want to live here anymore, and I want my inheritance early, and I'm going to leave. So basically, what he's saying is, you're not dead. But even though you're not dead, I still want the inheritance. So basically, he's not doing something good. So anyway, his father gives him the inheritance, and he waddles off on his life. So anyway, he walks off. He just goes do his thing. So he leaves the whole place, okay? He's not wanting, and he leaves the country, okay? He doesn't want, I think he leaves the country. Anyway, I don't know. The person that was preaching kind of made it the story a little bit different, more modernized for people to understand. So a little of this may be off of what the Bible said, just because I haven't read the parable very recently. This is actually the last time that I heard the parable was a couple days ago, and it was a little bit different than how the actual Bible says it, but it's the same meaning, okay? So I'll just say it the way that he said it, okay? Because it may be a little bit easier to understand. So this is not how it actually went, okay? This is not how the parable actually is written. This is a more modernized version of how it may look like if this were to happen in real life, okay? If this were to happen today. So he goes out, leaves the country. He's moving into this nice place, okay? He goes buys a condo right off the beach. He's, let's say that the state that I'm in, okay, Missouri, that's the country, okay? Well, he's going to Florida. He doesn't want any spies spying him and reporting to his father. He wants out of here. He wants new people. So he goes and buys a condo by the ocean, okay, or a beach house or something like that, okay. And he pays for the most expensive furnishings and a brand new boat and the most expensive sandals and robes, and he treats himself in royalty. And and he has a ton of friends coming over, and they're over 24/7, sleeping on the floors, They just, why they have their own houses, but why would they want to be there? Because they're going to be able to hang out in royalty. So anyway, one day, knock comes up on the door, and he goes out there, and this guy's coming. He's wanting to take his boat. He's like, well, here, I'll go get some money. So he goes, and he opens his wallet, and there's no money in there. And he opens his checkbook, and he realizes that there's no money in his bank account. So, and then he goes, and he gets his credit card. Well, then his credit cards don't work, because guess what? There's nothing on them. It helps just a tip, guys. It helps whenever there's money on your credit cards, whenever you're trying to pay for stuff. So anyway, yeah, it helps whenever you have money. So anyway, he's like, well, I'm not very happy about this. Please give me more time. He's like, dude, you haven't paid me in 3 months. I'm taking your boat. So he takes the boat. Well, then the landlord comes, and he tries to do the same thing, and then people are coming taking his sandals and all that, and they're selling for higher prices to try to get their money back, and soon his friends aren't coming back. Well, then he sells the family ring that he's got and all that, and then finally he finally gets this job, okay? He's gonna go get a job, and he's at this job place, and he realizes, hey, I'm gonna go here. Well, it's a job with no experience, and basically what you do is you feed pigs. Woohoo! So one day he's out there, he's feeding the pigs, and he starts realizing something really bad, okay? I don't know about anybody else who's watching this video, but I don't really consider it very good whenever you're feeding a pig, okay? And if you guys don't know this, a pig eats slop, scrap foods, okay? So all your scrap foods put in a bucket and you dump it in the trough or whatever they eat out of. I don't live on a farm. I wish I did, but I don't, so I don't really know what to talk about. But like a trough or whatever their like dinner table thingy is. And then pigs go up and they have a chow down. So anyway, they're eating, and he realizes that he's starting to get real hungry. Now, this is when it gets a little creepy. He was craving. Now, this is not actually how it went. This is not how it says in the parable. Well, maybe it did. I don't know. I haven't read it in a while. But he was craving the slop. So he gets a spoonful, and just before he's about to eat it, he realizes, there's a slight problem. So anyway, he's going back to his house, and he's figuring that his father's going to disown him. Which, that's what a lot of people thought. So anyway, this father every single day from morning till evening was out on the porch swing. So I pretend that the floor I'm sitting on is a porch swing. He's out there swinging, he's looking in the dust. Well, out in the field, out far off. Looking for people, and if he saw dust get kicked up, he'd always look. Nope, that's not my son. Nope, that's not my son. And then finally, one day, he looks out there and he's like, that's not my son. Wait, that's my son. So anyway, he's like, yay! And he gets the fattest cow cooked up, and they're having a Texas Roadhouse cookout, and they're having a good time, and he gets a family ring back, and yeah, and you see, this is what happened. Okay, so he's out on the lawn, okay, and he's getting hugged. Okay, now this actually is true. The elders in the village, if a child became a prodigal, if they decided to leave, something like that, and they came back, whatever that thing, okay, if they're being stubborn, and then they're going to leave and all that, they're taking their inheritance early, whatever, the elders in the town or in the village have the right at all times to stone the kid. Okay? That's just what it was in the 613 Old Testament commandments. I think it was in Old Testament commandments, or it was just in country law. I'm not sure. It was one of the two. Remember, guys, I didn't take great notes. Seriously, here are my notes, okay? Not real great. Because that's like for the entire first night. So, they could have stoned him, okay? But his father would have been hugging him so much and showing so much excitement because he gets back, that if the elders tried to stone him, the father was going to be the one that got hit. You may be wondering, well, why am I telling this story, okay? The reason that I'm telling this story is because we are the prodigal sons, or maybe prodigal daughter. If you're either a prodigal son or you're a prodigal daughter of Christ. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is here, so we've left God, we betrayed God, we have gone away. But we've come back, and the elders had the right to stone us. But Jesus was so happy, he was hugging us and all that Jesus was the one that took the stones. He's the one that would have took the stones. So that's the first story. In fact, it's 9 minutes long, so you know what? The rest of them are going to be coming up in the later daily devotional videos this week. So you guys will be seeing them, for the next couple of days. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time.